Today, we're going to break down some things about understanding. I was talking to my leadership group earlier today, and we had such a blast. You guys are just amazing. So I want to talk about today, I'm going to talk about how do you see things? How do you see things? How's your sight? How's your sight? How's your sight today? Now, what do you guys see? Do you see anything else? How's your sight? How's your sight? How's your sight? A princess, there you go. A pretty woman, all right. A queen, I love everybody's got a different one. All of them look good. Y'all all on point. Now, I want to take something I'm going to talk about how's your sight? How's your sight? Now, we're going to take this and we're going to flip it upside down. And I want you to tell me the same picture, because sometimes we miss an opportunity to prospect people. We don't understand sometimes to go out there, Miss Universe. Okay, Mr. Payon, I did Miss Universe. Okay, all 4 or 5 of y'all had all the same different answers, but they're all the same. They're all point to the same direction. Absolutely, all 5 of you are right. Now, we'll take that same picture. Can we flip the other picture, sir? Now, flipped upside down, what do you see? It's the same picture flipped upside down. An old man. Okay, Miss Jackie McCoy, she's an old man. Anybody else see anything else? An old woman, Miss Lynch. Okay, you're all right. You're all right. Now, I want to share something with you. When you go out prospecting, everybody has a different vision. Okay, thank you, sir. Have a different vision. An older lady. Okay. When you go out prospecting, a lot of us see different things in people. Some see the beautiful girl. Hello. Some see the ugly woman, an older woman. Oh, she may not want to do it. Why do we judge people? So here again, write this word down, fear. What's stopping us from all having more leads is fear, F-E-A-R. I know what some of you think stands for false education appearing real. I've used that 10,000 times. But we're going to break this down in 2 categories. Fear has 2 meanings. There's 2 meanings to fear. There's 2 meanings. The first meaning, fear, is F. Write the word forget down. Forget. The E stands for everything. And the A is for and the R is for run. Forget everything and run. Why do we run from the same thing that bless us? Fear. I'm in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to people. Well, you know what's trouble? Well, you know, I don't know. I get that. So we fear. When I say, hey, go talk to this person, you run that direction. Why do you run from it? Run from your blessing. Run from an opportunity. Run from that person could be the next biggest person in your ACN company. But we get the fear in us and we run. See, God gave us choices. What's your choice? Now, forget everything and run. That's what a lot of people do. That's why we don't have more names and numbers every day or every week. Me, I attack the fear. Write that down. I attack it. What do you mean I attack it? Let me tell you a story. One of my mentors, it's a gentleman who I respect. He just moved to Vegas. He's retired. He's under care right now. He's 89 years old. And I looked at him as a mentor for me when it comes to relationships. He lived in Sacramento at the time. And I never forget, we're going out to dinner at an Italian restaurant there on Fair Oaks Boulevard and kind of Watt Avenue. Nice upscale restaurant. Him and his lovely wife. This man loved his wife. They were together until she passed away. And I learned a lot from him as far as relationships. And whenever we get together, I would always pick the bill up. I would never let him pay. And we're sitting there having dinner one day. He said, Al Thomas. I said, yes, sir. He goes, you know how you catch a fish? I'm thinking, how does this guy do a relationship or building my ACM business? He says, a fish will go to the hook and nibble on the bait. So that's what the smart ones do. But here's how you catch a fish. The fish will eat the bait. You still don't know he's on the hook until he runs. Oh, there's the word again. He what? He runs. Oh, I got him. I got him. I got him. He ran. You can sit there and you can tell when the fish is nibbling. How many of y'all been fishing before? You can tell when that fish is nibbling on the bait. He ain't on the hook yet, but he's nibbling. So that smart fish, he's nibbling. But the other fish are coming to eat the bait, take off running. Then your reel goes, oh, I got him. I got a fish. Watch this. But if the fish had swam, oh my God, swam to the hook, swam the direction of the hook automatically comes out of their mouth. True fact. They come right out of their mouth. How many of you guys go fishing, all of a sudden you had him on the hook and he gone? He opened his mouth up, he swam towards it and and let it go. See, the key, what I'm trying to get you guys to understand, as the fish ran to, oh Lord, have mercy. As the fish came to the fear of being caught, the fear got the hook out of his mouth because he swam towards it and not against, not run from it. When they run from it, you got the hook. But that fish, how many had been fishing? The fish came off the hook. He opened his mouth up and swam toward the problem. He swam toward the opportunity. He swam to the thing that kept him back. And a lot of times in life, we're scared of people and we run the opposite direction. And the hook got us. He said to me, he says, Al Thomas, whenever you run into a situation, son, go toward the hook, not away from it. That's how you catch it. And I said, wow. I said, what does the other part of fear mean? It has two meanings. Forget everything and run. That's what most people do. When I ask you, how many good leads you got? Oh, one. It's been over a month. When happened last time you got a customer? Well, I don't know. I ran the other direction. I'm scared. Hey, go talk to that person. I'm not quite sure if they want to do it. See, you're judging people. Look at the words prejudice. Slice it in half means prejudge. Prejudge. We prejudge people, place, a thing every day. We're not even getting the facts. Swim toward it. Go over and get a name and number anyway. Grow from it. Watch what's going to make of you. Watch how you don't see a baby fish, you see the bigger fish, the bigger fish. You know why they get bigger? Because they grow from their going after it. They get bigger for attacking it. They get bigger because they know the game. They get bigger and bigger. That's why you don't catch the big fish. But the small ones, forget everything and run. And the other fish in the school, they watch the big fish and they'll, oh, you nibble on it. Huh. And if you get caught, swim toward it and come out of your mouth, you can live another day. And you'll end up somebody's frying pan on their kitchen table. Uh-oh. Swim toward it. Swim toward it. So what am I saying? Al Thomas, what are you trying to say? Swim toward it, get names and numbers. Swim toward it, talk to people. Swim toward it. Because, write it down if you're taking notes, for what it's going to make of you as a person. For what it's going to make of you as a person. He said you got to attack it. You got to attack it. You got to go after it. General Patton. Oh, God. My billionaire mentor, Kenny Trout, loved General Patton. I watch General Patton twice a year. I watched it about a month and a half ago from start to finish. And remembers a thought of my mentor because he loved General Patton. You know why he loved General Patton? With his white pearly gun, he'd go out there on the front line with the men in World War II and he'd shoot at the planes. And on the front line, he attacked. All the other Jones way in the back. That's why you don't know their names. Because they're afraid. Fear. General Patton said this, fear kills more people than death. Write that down. Fear kills more people than death. Oh, they may not want to hear about the opportunity. Oh, I don't know about that person. They look that successful. They may look successful, but trust me, underneath, they're hurting today. After last night's call, I did about the subject I did last night. Holy Toledo. This is not normal. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. We're not living in normal times. But because we're not living in normal times, you and I have an opportunity to get people of quality you never got in your business before because they are looking like never before. Fear. Well, if they say no, that's your ego. EGO, edging God out. Sometimes you get a nudge, you're like, go talk to that person. Oh, no, I ain't gonna talk to that person. Go look at that person. I don't know. They made it. I don't know. Fear. Fear. General Patton says fear kills more people than death. Fear. Fear. Part two of fear. Let's go back to part one. Forget everything and run. So as of today, I want you guys quit running from an opportunity to share the opportunity with people in your business. Everybody should get 3 or 4 names, especially in today's climate. Microsoft laid out 19,000 people. I talked about these statistics last night on that call. It was powerful. Powerful. Second meaning of fear. Face. When I say go after it, face it. Face your fear. Face it. And as you face it, you break that curse off of you. Face your fears. F, face. Not forget. Face it. Don't run. Face it head on. F is for face. The E is for everything. And the A is for and the R is for rise. Face everything and rise. And as you face all your fears, you'll rise up and you'll find a new person in you that's been dormant, waiting to come out because you're so fearful. You can't get to the next level in your business by what's been holding you back. And ain't nobody but you. The comp plan is the same for me as it is for you. The service is the same for me as you. Everything's the same. The payout is the same. But your fear is stopping you. Face everything and run, or face everything and rise. Choice is yours. Every morning in Africa, a gazelle must hit the ground running or to be eaten. A lion sees a gazelle, thinks one thing: lunch. Lunch. The gazelle sees the lion, he's got one word: run, run. Why are you running? When God has given you a talent, look how beautiful you guys are this morning. Look how gorgeous you are. He made you in his image, and you're running from an opportunity. You got the antidote in your hands for financial freedom and setting more people free when eggs are doubling in price, meat is tripling in price, everything's going up. And your income should go up as well. The more people you touch. Forget not and run. Face everything and rise. I was telling my leaders this morning on the call, I always get creative in ideas. You got to get creative. I never forget, I went up to Little Rock, Arkansas. A lady, she wasn't even in my downline. She invited me up. I helped her build a nice organization. Her upline got mad at me because I was helping her. Anyway, long story short. And she invited me to come to Little Rock, Arkansas. I had to do a meeting in Little Rock, Arkansas. Flew in, man, my stomach was, I was hungry. My stomach growling. I'm hungry. I forgot to eat, but I got there. Plane landed in Little Rock, Arkansas. Never been there in my life. She picked me up in the airport. I'm never going down the street called Battery Street, down the center of Arkansas, Little Rock. She made a right turn, went up to the country, around the rolling hills, and she took me out to him. She said, hey, I hope you're hungry. My mom made a mess of food. That's old country talking right there. A mess of food. That's country talk. And I'm my stomach like, man, I'm hungry. Oh, I can't wait to eat. Lord have mercy. I hope it's good. Southern people, y'all know how to cook. Y'all Southern people, y'all, Miss Walker, yeah, you Southern people, y'all know how to cook, you Southern people. And I pulled up to the house, and everybody had 2 or 3 acres out there to kind of give you the setting. And she had pulled up and pulled in the park, on the gravel driveway there, and it was a double wide. We're in the country now, Little Rock, out in the country, about 30 minutes outside of Little Rock, in a little country town. Pulled up, and it was a double wide. I got out the car, and she said, my mom, she's so excited about meeting you, Al Thomas. Boy, howdy. We're so happy. I mean, we're small, real small. I mean, the sign was so small. If the one sign said stop, the other side said goodbye. That's how small the town was. And I came in, her mother grabbed me around my waist and just took me up off my feet. I mean, strong woman. Oh my God, I can't believe Al Thomas was at my house. Oh, she picked me up. I'm like, oh my God. She was strong. Good old country woman, they do chores out there. She said, I hope you're hungry, Al Thomas. By God, I can't believe you. Can we take a picture? I said, we can take a picture. Oh my God, oh my God. So she said, the washroom right down the hall there. Go and wash up for supper. Good old country talk. Mr. Mills, I went in there and I went in the bathroom and I washed up my hands and sat back down. Came, sit down, hit the table here. She said, you hit the table. My God, I can't believe you're here. And Terry, she says, now I hope you're hungry because I got a mess of food for you. Country talk again, mess of food. I said, man, my stomach's growling, and she could hear it. And I'm like, oh, I was hungry. She put down this pot on the table, G. Valdez, Freddie Sherman. She took the pot top off. She said, I hope you're hungry. I got some fresh possum for you. I said, fresh who? Possum. Oh. And then she started putting it on my plate. I said, just a little bit. Man. I kept thinking back in my head about the Beverly Hillbillies with Granny and getting those dead squirrels off the side of the road, Miss Lynch. I'm sitting there. I said, possum? How am I gonna get out of this deal, Rick Kubiak? I said, just a little bit, because I ate, watch the lie I told. I ate a little bit before I left. My stomach growling, Terry. And she put the possum in my float, and I tasted a little bit. I said, oh, shoot, I'm going to get out of this. So what I did, G. Valdez, I put a mouth up. I said, where's the restroom? And I got up, went to the restroom. I said, I'm good. I'm fine. I don't eat that much. I'm on a diet. I was lying between my teeth. Possum. But she said something to me that I will never, ever forget. Her name was Rose Lay. Never forget this woman. She said something, she had a saying that I loved. She said this, and I quote, sometimes you just got to go on ahead anyhow. I said, sometimes, ooh, I like that. When you run into opposition, you got to go on ahead anyhow. When you think you may not like, you got to go on ahead anyhow. You swim towards the problem, and the fish knows the hook will come right out of his mouth or her mouth, and then live another day. The smart fish will come up to the bait and they'll nibble on it. Come on, I know I got some fishermen out here and women. You fish and say, oh, he's out there, she's out there, they nibbling. They nibbling, but they never get on the hook. And then you catch a little small one or medium-sized one because it got greedy. But if the fish had only swam to the opportunity of getting a name and number, you could survive again. There's nothing stopping you but you. Nothing stopping you from you. So that day in Sacramento, Keith Pollard sent me down, gave me that story. I said, I'll never forget that story. Why are you running from the opportunity? Why are you running from getting a name and number? Why are you running from making excuses why you can't get 3 names and numbers? Do you realize how fortunate, how gifted you are to live in this country? Do you realize there's people last night leaving out of Cuba to come 31 miles north to a place called Florida on a rickety boat? A rickety boat. There should only have 30 people on it. There's 55 of them piled on that boat because they're trying to get out of Cuba to go to freedom. And every night there's a sharks that follow that boat because they know the time it takes off as soon as the sun go down. And all they got to do is follow that boat because they know they got a free meal coming because somebody going to fall in the water. And here you are living the life of Raleigh and won't go get 3 names and numbers. And you call yourself a leader? Well, impress me with the numbers. How many customers you got last week? How many names and numbers you got last week? Last month? What about this all year long? How many have you put in? The proof is in the pudding. You get over here and get all this good information. The Bible says, what I'm talking about understanding. You get an understanding, and it says wisdom. You get all this wisdom from these calls, and you have not because you ask not. Why? Because your fear is overtaking you. Fear of what? The unknown? Fear. What are you fear of? What are you afraid of? Fear. Man, one day I was thinking, I was like, I lived in Sacramento. I said, that was in my first MLM company. I'm always thinking outside the box. I said, you know what? Holiday season. And there was a place called Office Max. Remember Office Max, Office Depot? They used to have these fish bowls. You come in, you drop your card in, you win a free lunch. And I'm always thinking outside the box. You heard me talking about my dollar sign on my socks. Mr. Cush got some in Canada. I'm always thinking how I can improve my numbers of recruiting. See, you're not doing that to recruiting. You're not getting outside the box and you're thinking recruit. And I went outside I said, I came in one day, I saw the fish bowl. I said, oh my God, I got hey, can I get some of these business cards? Yeah. I said, when you guys throw them out? In about a week. So I grabbed a few handful. I said, I'll be back in a week. I took the names and numbers, went home and called people. I go, hey, Mr. Cush, hey, you put your business card in the fish bowl over there on Howe Avenue? Yeah. Well, for the contest for the free lunch? He go, yeah. I said, you didn't win it. However, I got to take you out for a cup of coffee for the runner-up. I have to take you out. They're business owners. I call them up. I must have signed 17 to 18 people doing this. Because I thought outside the box, I swam toward the hook. And then I left his place, came back a week later, got all the business cards. His name was, let's say it's Mike. I said, Mike, I said, who's the manager, blah, blah. So I go to the next store and say, Mike, hey, I just at Mike's store, Greg. He told me I could take the business card. Oh, you know Mike? Yeah, Greg, yeah. Okay, go ahead and get him. And I go over to the other store. I say, hey, Mr. Jed Miles, yeah, I was at Mike's store, and oh, okay, I got 1,500 business cards. I signed in 16 or 17 IBOs by just doing a simple idea, by thinking outside the box, swimming toward the hook. An idea. I was just talking to Miss on a leadership call. I was talking to Miss Jackie Black. She just got back from a cruise. Miss Harrison Mills just got back from a cruise. I told us, let me tell you another idea. I was on a cruise one time. I took about 1,500 flyers. Look, every convention, ACN always have all these flyers left over. I told my group back in those days, go get a handful of flyers every day. Get every hour or two. Go by, grab a bunch of them. Give them away for free. Free. Watch this convention. There'll be a bunch of there. But you'll miss the opportunity. I grab a hand stick, a hand in hand every day. Everybody, y'all go get them. We got a bunch of them. The last day on Sunday, they don't want to take that stuff back home. Do you realize that? Take the whole box. We don't care. Get it. Hey, we don't want to hold that back. I would come back with suitcases full of stuff. Free flyers, colored. And I go down to Office Max, I get a little stamp with my name and phone number and my team ID, and I stamp them all. Boom, boom, boom. I head over to the real estate offices, and I walk in and say, I'm just here to put flyers in the boxes. All the agents, flyers, alarm services. An idea. Out of the box, swimming toward the hook. Y'all know recently, I did this, a week or two ago, and I showed y'all last month. My new IBO, we signed her. She used to have a manor on the back. I said, no, you got a healthcare. Oh my God. Let's put your whole thing on the back. She got a new phone number just to handle this for health insurance. An idea. And then inside, let's do another flyer for alarm for ID seal. Right there, ID seal. How many y'all think towards swimming toward the hook? One idea. You heard the saying, it's worth its weight in gold. Let's go back to the cruise ship. I was telling the leaders today, I should take a bunch of flyers on the cruise with me. Y'all taking swimsuits and shorts and, suntan lotion, sunblock lotion. You got your little funny little hat and your little flip-flops. I'd have half my suitcase packed with flyers. Because what I would do, I told them, I would go down on the floors of the cruise ship. Everybody's upstairs having sun. I took about an hour and a half and put flyers on everybody's door. Signed up 7 or 8 IBOs that way. Didn't see nobody. It was an idea to swim. How can I help more? How can I increase my business toward the hook? Not running away. Y'all seen some of the flyers that came over the last couple of years. Swimming toward the hook. Swimming toward the hook. General Patton says, fear kills more people than death. Fear. What are you afraid of? I don't get it. You are so blessed, so anointed. If God didn't think you could do this business, he'd have never gave it to you. I think it's up there laughing like, I gave them a business. I don't know what they're waiting on. The economy's going down, rent's going up, gas is going through the roof, food's going up to the roof, it's tough, and you're sitting there on a multi-million-dollar business running the opposite direction. Well, he says, run toward the hook. Run toward the hook. Run toward the hook. Run, swim toward the hook. Ladies and gentlemen, FEAR. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. Some of y'all hide behind this call without showing your face. You're running. You're running. Your ego, pride, yeah, that's what got you. That's why you're not moving. That's why your business ain't moving. It's you. If somebody else could do it, somebody else hit it. If we all have the same marketing plan, same payout, same customers, why are you not where you should be? It's you. It's not ACN, it's you. I'm gonna be real with you. Don't answer this question. When last time you put anybody in? When last time you scared of what they're gonna say about you? Which one you want to be? Which one are you? The frightened old lady? I've been in ACN for 12 years now, and I'm still in RC. I tell you what, I'm coming, you know, one day I'm gonna listen to Greg Williamson's training, and all of a sudden, this Greg Williams, and all of a sudden it became bam. What are you waiting on? Swim toward the freaking hook. Face your fears. And as Roosevelt would say, go on ahead anyhow. I learned so much from that lady, that conversation that day. I will take it to my grave. It changed my perspective. My mentor, Mr. Keith Pollard, 89 years old, swim toward the hook, Al Thomas. The hook will come out the fish's mouth, and the fish don't even know it. Swim, Jackie McCoy. Swim, Brian Baker. Swim, Bob Meyer. Swim, Ursula Allen. Swim, Natasha Ismail. Rose Guerrero. Swim, Miss King. And swim, Miss Estrada. Swim, Miss Kathleen Williams. G. Valdez, swim toward the hook. God has given you everything you need to succeed. And beside Mr. Payon Ben in Japan, you are born in a blessed country and you have no idea. And last night, I don't think I talked about, but do you realize what's going on in China today? The banks are closed, people got money, they don't have, because you know, I watch a lot of international stuff, but I'm gonna tell you something. He's just waiting on you. For what, Mr. Thomas? To forget everything, to face everything, and to rise. Quit your running. Quit your running. Not only in Canada, but the UK as well. There's riots. I mean, you have no idea, guys. But they shelter you from all this. That's why I did that call last night live. Had so many responses after that was over. This is not normal. But thank God he got you in the business. When AI hits, you're going to be fine. There's over 300 million. Listen to this again. 300 million people will lose their job in the next 12 to 36 months. Now, are you going to be a part of that, or are you going to go out there and talk to everybody? Because they're going to be looking for you. Don't let your God-blessed fear slow you down. It's a time to put the pedal to the metal and go all out. Because the world is not normal. Good is bad, bad is good. Kids don't know what's when they left. They don't know the men or women. It's called fear. When Satan's got the world on the run, you should rise up and shine. Rise up, rise up, rise up. Ladies and gentlemen, do something today to move your business forward.